I'm David Satori from Beats Antique. This is Sidecar Tommy.
Hey, I'm Sidecar Tommy from Beats Antique, Luminate.
Yeah, we're at Luminate in New Zealand. It's been really amazing to see the community here and meet all the people here. We've been here for like 4 days, so we really got to meet a lot of people and hang out. And the environmental stuff they're doing as far as no plastic, no glass, there's no paper giveaway, there's no garbage cans here, there's no recycling bins, which is really cool. Everybody's responsible for their own trash. And I believe, I actually haven't been to a festival that's ever done that successfully without, I've just never been. This is the first one I've ever been to that's done that. And it's been really cool to see no trash anywhere and people really having to take into consideration their footprint, you know, how much shit we have, how much trash we have. So I think it's really powerful. I think that's one of the best things you can do is be like, hey, we're not going to deal with your trash. So yeah, it works. I think the compost toilets are great. Way better than the plastic, nasty porta potties.
So do you reckon like festival culture globally overall is heading towards more sustainable, or do you think it's a bit crazy out there?
Yeah.
I think it has to, because this is like we're making these ideal worlds, right? This is like what people look at as like what an ideal community could look like. So it's our opportunity to represent our best, you know, put our best foot forward.
Our composting loos are pretty primo.
The composting toilet's an absolute win-win for society across the board, so it's definitely going to work in a festival. It takes a little bit of getting your head around it, but the composting toilets here have been absolutely brilliant. Clean, tidy, fly-free, I mean, what more? And then you know that all of that is going into future fertility cycles. I mean, you can reforest areas, you can revegetate, you can grow your food for the next festival using that resource. And you know, you're not tracking it through miles to a treatment plant, which may or may not get flooded, may not be efficient, may or may not be whatever. You're taking responsibility for your own shit, which is what society really has to wake up and do.
I've been to a lot of festivals, you know, I've probably been to hundreds of festivals at this point, and I've never seen one that is as eco as this festival. This one takes the cake, it gets the grand prize as far as the least amount of impact on the land, all the way down to the toilets. The kitchens are all doing composting, and you know, there's no, it's all reusable cutlery, all reusable plates and cups and bowls. So I have barely seen a plastic bottle or a can anywhere on site. And if I have, it's been in somebody's campsite and it was their personal thing. And that's inspiring. I rarely ever come across this kind of thing. So I give big ups to Luminate. I think it's, you know, amazing. And I'm really grateful to be here. I'm excited to share my music and share the information of the universe, talking about unified field theory.
There's no such thing as a closed system. Everything is connected to everything else, right? We know this. And now I'm telling you it's literally connected because the space in the middle of the atom, that 99.99999%, connects all the atoms of the universe. If my fist was the size of the nucleus of an atom, the next closest nucleus would be 4 to 5 kilometers away. We want to make a type of technology that's not going to hurt the universe. You say, aren't we going to hurt things and throw it out of balance? We are now. We are right now. We know we're doing that right now. So maybe we should develop our technology. And I'll be talking about aliens on national television.
This is a way of fostering change and adding torque to the spin of human psyche and the evolution forward into changing the way we do business on a daily basis on this planet. And so no matter where we are, whether it would be, you know, New Zealand or Bali or wherever it is, having festivals in general is a way to bring people together and talk to each other and communicate. And here it's almost like going back in time, but we're not back in time. And we're acting in a way that's absolutely in the flow with the way that the nature and the universe works. And we're on this incredible piece of property, and it would be a shame not to do this. I mean...
And no alcohol, because a lot of festivals have alcohol, so I don't like it. Kind of festival have much alcohol because you don't get your spirit together.
As distasteful that is for some people, I think as far as generating a family-orientated and incredibly enjoyable cultural event such as Luminate, it's an essential part of it, and I find that the single most different aspect of this festival to others that I've been to.
I really loved Luminate. I would have to say it's my favourite festival ever. Yeah. And the reason for that is just the vibe, like the really cool, chilled out, cruisy vibe, and I think a really big part of that was the lack of alcohol. That really drew me to the festival. I was really psyched to see that there were a group of people who would dare to suggest that on this planet, which is so alcohol infused. And it's not that I'm against alcohol, it's just the excess of festivals that kind of turns me off a little bit.
And I think our zero waste policy and people being responsible for what they bring in, our staunchness with our stall holders about disposable items, because it's all stuff that needs to be created and it all ends up in a hole, whether it's cornstarch or paper cups, it's all just more products. Trying to get rid of the whole product orientation of people and trying to reuse resources as much as possible. Our poverty really helps with that.
Luminate as a festival that's an earth festival that connects people with nature, and I feel that is what is an important facet, because I believe as we've separated ourselves away from nature internally, we're at dis-ease, and connecting with nature nurtures. Nature's the nurturer.
I think the energy of the land here has been really amazing. I've gone through quite a personal experience of finding out a lot more about myself and having things kind of brought up that I wasn't expecting, which was really interesting. I think having the quartz, you know, in the mountain has been a real powerful experience, and I know that a lot of other people have felt that as well. I really like the sense of community that we have here as well. You know, everyone's been helping each other out, and some people have been through quite a lot of strong experiences here, and everyone's kind of supported them through that, and you can really feel the love from the whole community.
We've had some amazing experiences since then that have opened our eyes to the role that this festival plays in the whole shift of the planet. And one of those was a wonderful experience we had in my hometown Marae at Waireka in Whakatane, with the elders there explaining to me that this has always been part of the plan. Before they even came to New Zealand, they knew of this land, which is the land of the long white cloud, that would be hidden till this time, and that what would happen is the cloud would uncover and come into the light. And then, of course, coincidentally, this is the country that opens to the light for the rest of the world in our false dateline that we have. And so we actually are the first country in the world to bring in the light. And I believe that this festival itself is pivotal to that bringing in the light of the whole of the world. And it's something that we're driven by passionately to be able to help be part of making sure that this festival continues and is something that continues to grow and establish that community of light for the rest of the world to be able to observe. And New Zealand has got all of that. We've got so much that we can show the rest of the world.
Wow, that was nice.
The drumming and the busk